Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Force Expansion with the Point. I'm the point in question, and I'm here today some of my thoughts about, nationalism, patriotism, and so on. For quite some time I'm having these thoughts about how nationalism is, I don't want to say doomed, but its prospects do not look well. And there are two major reasons for this. The first major reason is that now people move way faster than they did before. And in ages past, it was far more easier to keep the same tribes, the same peoples, the same nations, what have you, same ethnicities in one place, because it was so easy for everyone. Because, you're Greek, you're speaking Greek, everybody around you is Greek, and so on. And you generally wouldn't really feel motivated to leave this, the place where you exist. However, today it's far easier to actually move because we have cars, we have trains, we have planes, we have all of these, and there are way more reasons to actually, leave your place of residence, and that is because of all the different, perceived economic benefits, the existence of corruption in your country, and the eternal curse of us humans as beings, and that is, the fact that we tend to see that grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. A lot of you, I'm going to give you a good example of this. A lot of you watching this are probably doing some, dreary job that you're not fans of, and you're stuck in the routine and you feel this call for something greater and so on. And on the other side, you have me who are doing art, making videos, making the difference, yada, 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 and so on. I still hate working, and all of the things that I hated while working, like deadlines and bosses, well, guess what? They do have their reasons for existence. But to an outside observer, I'm living the dream, I have reached it, I have done it, but no. It's all the same thing with just some minor different tweaks. And this grass is always greener mentality will always present issues because, for quite some time, people will look up to the countries of the European Union or the United States or Canada or New Zealand or the perceived Western world as this hallmark of success, of economic, prosperity, of good social welfare systems and so on. And they will strive to go there. And a lot of Serbs are doing this. And honestly, I honestly think that Serbia and Serbs as extension are doomed, because we're essentially doomed to extinction, because I cannot see how this country will go on. I'm trying to think if there are any couples I know. There are two. There are only two out of all of the people I know, and I know a lot of people who have 3 or more kids, and a lot more who have only 1 kid or no kids. I have 0 kids, so so the prospect for this country, and I do not think that it is way better in any countries in the region, is that it's poor. The odds of this country and nationality and ethnicity surviving are next to zilch. The second thing that really, it sort of goes both ways, but is also a serious spanner in the works of the whole nationalism thing, is the internet. Because now you are easily exposed to all the different ideologies that not only might have presented issue to your country historically, like communism and Nazism in Serbia, but you're also exposed to different currents, fandoms, what have yous, that people get exposed to, and then they, mess up their lives for silly thing like become a furry. How does a furry exist in Serbia? Well, again, because of the internet. There is literally no other reason why something like that should pop up in Serbia. Now, it can go both ways, because then again, you can spread like nationalistic messaging and so on. However, I think also that when sustaining a nation, sort of having some myths is important. And when those myths get bashed, and these are generally all the same, in the sense of like, we conquered those lands, but when we get conquered, oh, we are the eternal victims. They took our national homeland for us. All of our historic persons were great heroes, warriors, scholars, saints, and so on. However, when you hear from the other side, what do they have to say about your, luminaries? Well, the things aren't so, black and white, with, of course, you being the white and the other ones being black. So yeah, however, as a Christian, I couldn't care less, because while as a Christian I still love my country and my people and my everything, I do realize that, to quote St. Paul, we do not have a constant city here, but we are looking for our eternal homeland that is to come, because we are not meant to live here. All of these divisions among nations are essentially product of sin, and the Lord is basically being like, here are all the different languages, because if you guys unite in sin, it will work very bad for you. And that is why we have all of these different nations, tribes, countries, what have you. The church is the undoing of that, and we are literally saying that in our Pentecost liturgies, like once the Lord divided the languages, but the Spirit is now calling us all to unity. And it is the great irony that a Japanese Orthodox Christian is much more closer to me than, for example, a Serb who's not baptized. That is the great irony, but also a great thing, and thank the Lord for that. Nations aren't something that has eschatological meaning. They're very, very temporary, and they will be abolished in the kingdom to come. So I'm looking forward to it, because I do appreciate the people I was raised here and brought forth, but as a Christian, they do not have an internal meaning for me. I am, however, sad, again, for temporal reasons, that these wonderful people with their amazing history, interesting language, beautiful language, and everything, I do not see us coming back, because of the different mixtures of horrible ideologies we've been subjected to, horrible dictators, bad economic policies, poisons, everything, you name it, we have been exposed to. And honestly, our mental state has taken a lot of very hard hits. So yeah, pray for us that the Lord may save us all, and see you guys in one of the next videos. Bye.